Politics and Governance with Philippine Constitution is a 3-unit OBE course that deals with the study of the provisions of the 1987 Philippine Constitution and the application of cases and current issues related to the subject matter. This involves the investigation of the nature, concepts, and theories of political science and methodologies and approaches to the study of political phenomena and the relationship of political science with other sciences. It also deals with the structure of and functional organization of the Philippine government within the framework of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Our topic for lesson number 1 is political science, state, and government. The learning objectives of this lesson are relate political science with various disciplines, discuss the nature, scope, functions, and goals in the study of political science, differentiate unitary and federal form of government, recommend an appropriate system and form of government in the Philippines based on its characteristics, differentiate the concept of state and nation, enumerate and discuss the essential elements of the state, and recite the Philippine preamble and interpret its meaning. Political science came from the Greek word polis. Ang ibig sabihin ng polis, city-state, and then yung Latin word niya ng SAR, it means science or to know. Simply, political science is to know the city. Politics was started in Greece, or the birthplace of politics. Political science is a social science that dates back more than 2,000 years with the works of Aristotle and Plato, who defined it as the study of the state, and they were interested in the greater good of their citizens. Political science is a systematic study of the state and government, the analysis of political activity and behavior, with its emphasis on political systems and the distribution of power. Why is the study of governance or politics considered as a science? Because political scientists apply empirical and scientific methods of analysis. Pag sinabi natin empirical, it means to rely or based on experience or observation. Therefore, political science is a systematic study of governance. What are some examples of scientific methods? Okay, observation, gathering of data, interview, form a hypothesis, experimentation, interpret the data, and draw conclusions. What are the careers in political science? You may pursue your career to law. You may work in the government, public and private interest groups, journalism, business, sa academe or sa teaching, management, and international affairs. Yours truly is a graduate of political science and public administration. And I decided to practice my expertise in the teaching profession. Okay, the importance of political science: to learn the basic operation of the government, essential to good citizenship, to be able to deal with social and economic problems and other matters of private and public concerns. Its findings can be used in seeking resolutions to immediate situations. Political science is important because political science is about people. It doesn't just concern only the government, but every citizen. This is because politics impacts our lives. Political awareness of an individual and makes him politically aware of his duties and rights, privileges, and freedom or liberty. For the part of the government, it reminds the government officials of their duties and responsibilities towards its constituents. The study of politics also helps to strengthen the diplomatic relation of the Philippines with other states. The interrelationship of political science with other fields, including history, philosophy, geography, sociology, anthropology, and psychology. Like, for example, sociology and political science. Political scientists make use of sociological studies and methods when examining, for example, how small group dynamics affect the decision-making process, how people acquire and maintain power, and how political culture shapes our attitudes. Anthropology and political science. Anthropologist examines culture within a society because culture often has a strong effect on people's behavior. Political scientists rely on anthropological studies. Psychology and political science. Political scientists sometimes use the interpretation or insights of psychologists to analyze a politician's or voter's behavior or to explain why some people are more prone to supporting certain governments and ideologies. Like, for example, alam niyo yung Duterte Death Squad or DDS, yung mga members niyan, they are considered political fanatics. When we say political fanatics, a person is fanatical when they lack the ability to see the relevant information and arguments from the other side. A person is also political fanatic when they fail to be able to see the fault, the mistakes in their own political party's methodology. Okay, another example is the psychological behavior of President Rodrigo Duterte. The report was conducted in 1998 by Dr. Natividad Dayan, the former president of the International Council of Psychologists. It outlines Duterte's symptoms, many of which he demonstrates regularly in public, including yung pagmumura niya. These include being highly impulsive individual who has difficulty controlling his urges and emotions, combined with an inability to reflect on the consequences of his actions. Going further, the report indicates that Duterte possesses gross indifference, insensitivity, and self-centeredness, along with a sense of self-entitlement. Dr. Cristina Montiel, a professor of psychology in Manila at Ateneo de Manila University, told that part of Duterte's appeal was that he knows the language and the frustrations of the very poor people. Duterte is a brilliant politician. Duterte's extreme posturing effectively uses images and language of the weak and marginalized to produce social power. Politics is allocation of values. It is the art and science of the study of state and government. It provides solutions to different problems in the society. What are the characteristics of politics? Rule, power, influence, authority. Rule means regulation for action or procedure. It means how things must be done. Power comes from the Latin word potere, which means to be able. It has the ability to do something. It is a possession of control. Influence, it means the capacity to have an effect on the character or behavior of someone or something. It refers to the way in which individuals change their behavior to meet the demands of a social environment. Authority, it is the right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience, to issue commands and to punish for violations. Like for example, what government agency has the authority or mandate to regulate and supervise the practice of the professionals who constitute the highly skilled manpower of the country? It is the Professional Regulatory Commission or PRC. Okay, how can we know if you are involved in a political relationship, or how can you say that there is a politics? If you see, if you know, if you feel that there is power, rule, authority, or influence. Therefore, politics exists everywhere. Let us differentiate political scientist and politician. Okay, political scientist studies politics, while political practitioners, ito yung mga politicians. Okay, a political scientist aims to be objective and use facts-based research as evidence and reasoning. Political scientists can use the results of their research to enhance understanding and raise public awareness of social issues and hoping to influence government action. While politicians are political practitioners, o sila yung nagpa-practice ng politika, they apply politics in governance. Who are some examples of political practitioners? President Rodrigo Duterte, United States of America President Donald Trump, Senator Richard Gordon, Congressman Mark Coleta, Governor Daniel Fernando of Bulacan, Mayor Isko Moreno, yung mga councilors natin, vice mayors, and even our barangay officials, they are all political practitioners because they practice politics. Can a person be both politician and political scientist? Yes. One good example is Senator Manny Pacquiao. He had enrolled at the University of Makati in Manila. He is a politician and he is studying for a political science Bachelor of Arts degree in local government and administration. So Manny Pacquiao is a political practitioner at the same time, he is a politician.